Let's start with the obvious and get increasingly effective. Expensive item. Effectiveness. 55 out of 100. You walk into the room wearing a Rolex and a clean white tee. Before you say a word, people assume success. One guy asks what you do. You haven't said anything smart yet, but the watch already whispered, winner. Expensive signals skip the line, even if you haven't earned it. Luxury items hijack the brain's reward circuitry. We're wired to associate rare, costly things with power and competence. It's fast, but shallow. A shortcut to assumed status before you've proven anything. Praise. Effectiveness. 61 out of 100. You're at a birthday party with friends. Someone makes a good point and you say, "That was quite smart." You don't overdo it. Just a calm, passing compliment. Everyone hears it. Suddenly, the group looks to you after each topic, like your opinion decides what's good or not. When praise is rare and specific, it creates authority. You've framed yourself as someone whose approval matters, which only works if it sounds honest, effortless, and isn't given to everyone. The pull handshake. Effectiveness. 65 out of 100. You meet someone new at a gathering. As you shake their hand, you pull them slightly toward you, just enough to shift their balance. You hold eye contact, nod once, then let go. It's subtle, but they laugh a little, adjust themselves, and now you're the one they're trying to impress. This move works on a subconscious level. It briefly disrupts the other person's balance, signaling you control the space. A controlled pull during a handshake shows you're grounded and assertive. It's primal, and most people respond without even realizing it. Some of the most powerful politicians use this technique. Smile when challenged. Effectiveness. 69 out of 100. You're in a group conversation and someone playfully questions you, maybe about your choice, your opinion, or your story. Instead of defending yourself, you just smile. Not a forced grin, a calm, knowing one. The group goes quiet for a second. The challenger suddenly feels like the tense one. Smiling in tense moments flips the power dynamic. It shows you're not rattled. You're comfortable being questioned, which makes people assume you know something they don't. It's confidence without words. It communicates more than words could ever achieve. Say no often. Effectiveness, 74 out of 100. You're invited to something, a group dinner, a side project, a casual hangout. You say, "I'm going to sit this one out," without apology or excuse. You're friendly but firm. They nod. Later, someone says, "I wonder what they're working on." Not going made you more interesting than if you had. Saying no creates scarcity. It signals that your time and attention are valuable, and people respect what they can't easily access. The less available you are, the more they lean in. People naturally respect those who guard their time and energy because it suggests they have more important things going on. The spotlight effect. Effectiveness, 76 out of 100. You walk into a busy cafe and suddenly feel like all eyes are on you. You know it's probably just in your head, but you carry yourself differently anyway. A little straighter, a bit quieter. People pick up on it. Conversations pause. The room's energy shifts subtly around you. Believing you're the center of attention boosts confidence and presence. This mental trick makes you act like you matter more, which in turn makes others treat you that way. It forces your body to move with more assertive awareness, which creates a status aura around you. Demonstrate boundaries. Effectiveness, 79 out of 100. You're speaking in front of a group when someone interrupts with a disrespectful comment. Instead of snapping, you calmly say, "I'm sorry if I gave the impression you could talk to me like that. Don't ever do it again." Everyone notices. People respect you more. Calmly enforcing boundaries shows self-respect and demands respect from others. It signals confidence and control, marking you as someone not to be crossed. Clear boundaries enforces instant status and respect. Talk less. Effectiveness, 82 out of 100. You're in an unfamiliar group. Everyone's talking over each other, but you stay quiet, nodding and watching. When you finally speak, it's just one clear, calm sentence. Suddenly, the room hushes and everyone listens. Your words carry more weight because you didn't compete for attention. Speaking less shows confidence and self-control. It creates space that others want to fill, making you stand out as someone worth hearing. As a rule of thumb, remember, the person who speaks the most to impress is the lowest status person in the room. The person who speaks the least and doesn't try is the center of gravity. Power pause. Effectiveness, 83 out of 100. You're telling a story at a party. Right before the punchline, you stop talking for a beat, just long enough to make everyone lean in. The silence builds anticipation. Pausing at the right moment signals confidence, emotional intelligence, awareness, and control. It makes people pay attention and gives your message more impact, turning simple words into powerful status cues. Amplified certainty. Effectiveness, 85 out of 100. You're debating someone. Instead of hedging or saying maybe, you say, "This is how it is." People stop debating and start listening. Your certainty pulls the conversation toward your view. Speaking with unwavering confidence convinces others you know what you're talking about. In a world where absolutely nothing but death is certain, all people crave certainty. It creates the impression of authority and safety, making people more likely to follow your lead. Hold eye contact. Effectiveness, 87 out of 100. You're talking with someone, and instead of looking away or blinking nervously, you keep steady eye contact. They pause, feeling both challenged and connected. The conversation shifts. You're now the one in control. Strong eye contact signals confidence and presence. It's a silent way to assert dominance and build trust, making people take you more seriously without saying a word. Add mystery. Effectiveness, 89 out of 100. You are on a date, and she asks you something personal. It could be your childhood or anything remotely vulnerable. You say, "Wouldn't you like to know?" Maybe another time? No more details. People stop pushing and start watching you differently, like there's more beneath the surface. Holding back information sparks curiosity. When you don't reveal everything, others fill the gaps with intrigue, making you seem more interesting and higher status. Reframing. Effectiveness, 91 out of 100. You walk into a room and trip over the doorstep. You fall down to the ground. Everyone laughs. Without hesitation, you smirk and say, "I guess the floor just wanted a moment with me." People laugh. Not at you, but with you. The tension breaks and suddenly, you're the confident one. Reframing flips the spotlight. When you turn a slip-up into style, you signal control. People don't remember the stumble, they remember how you handled it. Status pivoting. Effectiveness, 94 out of 100. You're talking about a time you messed up. People start to lose interest. Then you say, "But that's when I figured things out." Suddenly, everyone's paying attention again. You went from the guy who failed to the one who learned and improved. Status pivoting flips a negative moment into a win. It builds contrast. It makes your story, and you, more valuable. Disinterest. Effectiveness, 96 out of 100. You're at a party, but instead of jumping into every conversation, you lean back and watch quietly. People notice you're not trying too hard. Slowly, they start approaching you, curious to get your attention. When you show you don't need approval, people want it more. Disinterest creates power by making you seem confident and hard to get. The high-status person embodies status already, therefore doesn't need to signal it. Paradoxically, trying to look high status makes you look low status. Social proof. Effectiveness, 98 out of 100. You walk into a room with two girls casually by your side. Other girls notice immediately. Suddenly, the room feels different. People are more interested, curious who you are. Just by being with others who value you, your status rises without saying a word. Being seen with attractive or respected people makes others want to be around you too. Social proof shows you're desirable and trusted, boosting your status effortlessly. Don't react. Effectiveness, 99 out of 100. Someone throws a subtle insult your way at a party. You don't flinch or respond. Instead, you keep your cool and smile lightly. The room goes quiet. They realize you're unshakable. No reaction means no power given. By staying calm and unaffected, you take away others' attempts to control you. This silence speaks louder than any comeback and raises your status instantly. It demonstrates that you are on a higher level than others. The halo effect. Effectiveness, 100 out of 100. You become known for excelling at one skill, maybe public speaking or sports. Because of that, people start assuming you're confident, intelligent, and capable in other areas too. Your reputation in one domain lifts your status everywhere. When you genuinely develop competence in something visible, it creates a positive halo. Others generalize your success, seeing you as high status across the board, even if you had little to no competence in other areas. If this video clicked, hit subscribe.